Welcome to the beYOUtiful show with Izabela Hrobak. The show is dedicated to the true identity and full expression of oneself. The truth is always evolving within us and around us. The authentic expression of self is even more important in those days when we can be rejected, judged, not appreciated, or even mistreated. True identity and beauty from within is my jam. I am called by different names. As a trainer, guide, speaker, teacher, life, spiritual, women and love coach, and even as an oracle and a witch. Those are just names. I am more concerned about the change in the world that I can create. The world where people respect and love each other without being rejected or judged, where truth and authenticity is expressed fully without being misunderstood, where femininity and women's desires are admired and fulfilled without being seen as weak. I'm advocating healthy relationships with self and with others, which are cultivated and respected rather than destroyed. When you tune into this show, you can experience topics ranging from health, fitness, body image and body movement, through life stories, success and money, to psychology, spirituality, love, sex, desires, and some hocus-pocus magic to spice it up a little. We post new episodes every Thursday, and you can keep up with the show notes by following me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook as Izabela Hrobak and beYOUtiful. You can always check the show notes and where to find me below each episode in YouTube. A few disclaimers. Not every episode of this show is meant for everyone. Every episode is special and for whoever needs it at their right time. Not all views will be in full alignment and agreement with you, and that's meant to be. We don't grow, expand, and heal by staying in our glass container and in our own views and opinions. If you find it useful and inspirational, the best way to show your appreciation is to share it, subscribe to the channel, and leave us comments and reviews. Thank you for being here with me. Hello world, hello beautiful world, this is Izabela, the host of today's beYOUtiful show. This is the place where we are super raw, authentic, open, and feminine as well. Welcome in this show. Today we are going to talk about struggles being our life experiences and being our lessons. How to see a struggle in your life as a lesson. This is it's not a hard topic to talk about for me as I talk about those parts and about this topic with many clients of mine. But I totally get it that this is a very, very hard concept to grasp, especially when we are actually in that moment when the struggle happened. Because of course it's easier for me to coach and guide someone when I don't deal with the struggle, but on the other side I also have been in many situations when struggle happens, and I've been in many places during those struggles in my life where I was maybe very resentful and negative. Eventually, by growing and doing self-work, I learned how to learn from struggles the most I could possibly do. And during those self-work practices, when the struggle came, a lot of new things were appearing. So today it's maybe even easier for me to actually share with you four tools which really truly helped me and are constantly helping me when I face any type of struggle in my life. So one of them is the first tool to help you face and experience and learn from your struggle in the life is to distance yourself from that event, what just happened, and that the event which just happened. So basically the first tool is distancing yourself, getting away slightly, stepping back from the situation you are just experiencing and you are just facing. And again, this is not very easy. All those tools I'm sharing require a very good awareness of yourself, requires your practice of being present, being actually already pretty established. So it's obvious that in order for you to deal with that part, with that first tool, is important to also to know what present moment is, to know how you can get into that present moment, and how you can become self-aware of yourself, of your feelings, and of the environment around you. So that's the first thing. Distance yourself from the event which just happened. It may not be easy, but one thing could be literally stepping back to the physically different place. If something happened, let's say in the house, and there is maybe argument, and I'm literally right now giving you an example of maybe some small struggles, but any type of struggle. If it happened in particular spot, physically try to distance yourself from that spot by stepping back, going to the bathroom, going to the different room in the house, going to the different place at workplace, whatever it is. So the physical distancing yourself from the potential, place where the thing happened is the first thing. And then emotionally, it's important to also distance yourself by starting breathing. So bringing yourself to the present moment, bringing yourself to become aware of your body, of your breath, and then being present and aware of your feelings and emotions which just showed up because of that event. So distancing yourself physically, emotionally, and of course mentally. Mentally, where you, as a person who is choosing how you will react to the situation, because no one else is going to force you to do particular action without you choosing to do that action. So you are the leader in the situation. You are the person who is choosing particular approach. So mentally, I would like you to, during that distancing moment, to literally talk to yourself, to literally tell yourself that, okay, I'm distancing myself away from this situation right now. Everything is fine with me. I am safe. Look at yourself. Look at the place where you are. Yes, I am safe. I am safe physically. I am safe also emotionally. It's okay. I'm experiencing right now this emotion, that emotion, this emotion, that emotion, whatever the emotions are going. I am tense. I am angry. I am stressed. I am irritated. Whatever it is, talk to yourself. So that awareness, that presence is the first thing to distance yourself from the event which just happened. The second thing is, while you are talking to yourself, is to see the positive things in the situation. And the worst situations on this planet can always have also some positives. They may not be as big as that situation, negatives, but there are still some positives. So I would like you, while you are distancing yourself, to focus then on the positive things in that situation. For example, am I safe? Yes, you are safe. Is my family safe? Yes, my family is safe. Am I having enough qualities, tools, skill set to handle that situation? And that's maybe a big question, but definitely you have some. And you for sure have them. You may be so stressed and your adrenaline might be rushing in your blood so badly that you may not see them, but you do have some skill set which can help you to handle the situation to some degree. And again, we are not talking about huge things. Start pointing out very small things. The smallest possible, go to bigger ones, whatever positive things you can come up with. Literally dissociate yourself from that event and start listing loudly or writing down whatever opportunity you have, those positive things. Because there will be some, there will be always some. And then as soon as you see those positive things, again, focus on them, look at them, look how you can bring those positive things and use them to handle the situation. And the third thing is to bring the gratitude into the picture. Gratitude is a very big thing, and it's not about journaling and all this, trendy things which we all hear all over the place. Gratitude has a very, very huge and beneficial impact on our brain chemistry. It totally rewires the neural paths and totally boosts different hormones and shuts down, or at least lowers down, another hormones which are helping us to calm down and see the situation from a different perspective, truly and openly and honestly. But you need to make that work. So as soon as you bring those positive things, start saying, I'm grateful I have that skill set. I'm grateful this situation happened right now when I am, for example, at work and my family is safe and I can handle it. I'm grateful that I have, family member who can help me with that. I am grateful that I am safe. I am grateful that nobody got hurt. There are many, many things you can be grateful for. Again, they don't need to be huge. They can be small, tiny things. Literally try to dig into your brain, into your memories, and remind yourself what good things and what things you can be grateful for you have right that moment in your life, because that will really help you to soften down all this adrenaline, calm down, bring those soothing and calming hormones and neurotransmitters into action, so you can see the situation from a different perspective. Then, of course, that part of seeing the situation from different perspective, being open. Openness is a huge one. It's huge one, and it's also hard one, of course, because something, medical results maybe are not good, and how to be open to the situation that, all right, I may need to have a chemotherapy. I'm open to receive it. I'm open to go through it, and it's, yeah, right? It doesn't even sound right when you say it. So I just invite you to be as open as possible to potential solutions in the situation, because you distance yourself already, because you pointed out the positives of the situation, because you already expressed gratitude for having those positives and having another, tools in your hands. Now, being open might be slightly easier. Being open might be like, all right, I am open now to bring those people who could help me into my life so they can actually help me. I am open to receive the help from the person I haven't maybe talked to for last year, but now I need their help. I am open to see what the next day will show up, because some things we just need to distance ourselves and kind of give it a time to sit down, because again, as I said, you can control your attitude and your approach and your decisions towards that situation, but you cannot control others people's. And if the situation involves many people in, at least one more, then of course you both will require that little sitting moment, right? And because you do beautiful work by distancing yourself and learning from that lesson and being grateful and being open, that doesn't mean that the second person will do that the same. That person may be still very reactive, maybe still very angry, aggressive, whatever is happening. So you, by practicing that coming back, that gratitude, appreciation, presence, you are also helping yourself to face that person once you come back with more calm approach. Maybe you will then tell, okay, let's give it time and let's talk to that topic tomorrow, right? Or let's sleep over it and then we can discuss these things tomorrow. Or we can make a decision, or we can look at the results, or maybe we can make some calls to maybe potential another doctors to get the second opinion. Whatever the decisions and whatever the actions are, those actions may wait a few hours, may wait a night. So that way you are distanced, and also those involved may also calm down. And the last one, I invite you to remind yourself during the entire process. Let's say that entire process takes some time and maybe you are already back at home and you are still processing it. Please remind yourself, on top of those positive things, on top of those things which you can be grateful for, also situations in your life where something happened and how you reacted and what actually that situation brought you into your life from the perspective of few months, few years, looking back at that situation. So what I mean by that, let's say you start reflecting, you are trying to be grateful and open. Try to remind yourself, okay, 2 years ago something happened which made me feel like I am feeling right now, which was very scary, which I really didn't know how to react, which I truly was afraid that something will happen worse than it was, and I was worried and I was this and that. But then when I allowed myself to either be open or grateful and maybe work around it, or maybe you didn't, maybe you reacted very, very reactively, right, and actively towards the situation. Whatever the outcome was, try to remember how the situation actually got resolved throughout the, I don't know, days, weeks, years, and what lesson you could learn from that situation today. So again, there was that situation 2 years ago. I reacted that way. It looked that way. It brought so much stress into my life. I didn't have a hope that this thing will be resolved. But wow, when I look at the situation today, so many things happened. Everything worked well. People helped me out. And actually, thanks to that situation, I met my husband, or maybe I had, I met other people, or I survived cancer, or I made some very major decisions, which actually now I'm grateful I did them. So sometimes looking to the past, at all those lessons we learned from some particular stressful situations and struggles, may help us to deal with the recent struggle as well, because we can trust and we can know now that yes, it's scary as hell right now, but this is happening for a reason, and this is going to be resolved in the best way possible, for me, my family, for my future plans. And sometimes that trust, that openness, that surrender, that everything will work just the perfect way it should be. And you may remind yourself, yes, I may not know exactly what's waiting out there. I may not know exactly how to react to it yet. But oh my goodness, I'm trusting things will happen just the way they should, and I will find a solution, or I trust, I surrender. So this is also bringing your spirituality, self-trust and trust to higher power, that things may happen, and they usually happened in the past the way they were meant to happen. So in the end, I would like you to remember that every single struggle is meant to happen for you to learn something and get something out of it. Every struggle is meant to happen because there is a reason for it. There is some particular reason, there is some lesson for you. And remember, there is nothing given to you that you cannot handle. It is truly true. It is pure truth that if you wouldn't be able to handle that struggle, that obstacle, you wouldn't be given it. So look at it as a beautiful lesson. Look at it as something what you are going to grow better out of it, with more knowledge and life wisdom, and eventually that situation will turn into something what you will be eventually grateful for, and will bring more new things and maybe different things, or some changes, beautiful changes into your life. So one more time, remember, struggle is a beautiful way that the life is teaching us the lesson, that the life wants us to be open, present, and express even more gratitude, and be more open and be more humble than ever again. This is a beautiful topic. I really wish that anybody of you who are going through some struggles, that you can see some little tiny small positive things, great things you can be grateful for, and some potential lessons out of it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I also would love to encourage you, if you feel like this video may really truly turn somebody's life upside down in a positive way and help somebody to go through the struggle, please share it. Please share it, because this knowledge is not for me. This knowledge is for all of you to be going out to the world and helping people in at least little tiny way. And if at least one of those tools resonated with you, share it with your friends. Talk about this and practice it. See how they can be implemented in your life and how are they helping you, or how are they rewiring the way you are approaching struggle right now. Share with everyone you think this video can help. And also in the meantime, you can check out my social media, post your experiences with this type of life struggles, and also subscribe to this channel, because we are diving deeper into even the hard topics, because as I mentioned, this is the channel when we are really raw and talking about topics which are considered taboo, which for me are not really taboo, because we need to talk about some of them. So I hope you have a wonderful night and wonderful the rest of your day, wherever you are watching from. I hope to see you in the next video. Have a wonderful time, and I love you all. I love you all. See you next time.